everybody, so welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to make this video because there's a video of mine that I keep mentioning, I feel like, but the more traction that the video gets, the more comments that I get, the more point of views that I get to listen to and kind of try to understand where everybody's coming from when it comes to this whole colorism thing, the problems that we have within our own community. So the video that I'm referring to is my Dear Brown Girl video. I can't even remember the exact title, but anyways, the video, like I said, is gaining a lot of traction, and in lieu of everything that's going on right now, there's just a lot of conversations to be had, unlearning of behaviors to have. And so yeah, I just wanted to share my point of view again and just like kind of update whatever I said and whatever everybody is saying and kind of just go from there. Couple of things, of course, with any video, like no matter what you say, you're gonna get some people that don't agree with you, and I'm okay with that. Being on YouTube is interesting because like when you're watching a video, you really have to just either you're gonna watch the video all the way through and put your input at the end, or you're just gonna be typing along as the video goes. However you choose to do it, that's fine, but you can get really thrown off sometimes when you only watch like a certain part of the video, and just the way YouTube works and how titles work and all that stuff. Even though I don't know everything, but just from what I'm observing, like you really have to blow up any subject, like to make it, not even to make it clickbait, but you have to really like be specific about titles, which I'm just now learning about that. So it's not even like that's something that I was doing back then. But so some people are brown skin like me, and they've never experienced any kind of pushback or problems with being brown skin, and that's fine too. And then I had light skinned women that shared their opinions as well, as far as, you know, how they felt. And then I had non-black women that even said, you know, well, I never had to experience this, but my black friend, blah blah blah. So everybody's putting in their input, and that's cool. I really always appreciate when people who don't necessarily go through it can acknowledge whatever the subject is, can acknowledge that there is truth or meaning in what a person is saying or how a person feels, so to speak. I really commend that, because that's not always easy to do. That just lets me know that there's a door open for learning. You also have people that are going to pick apart every single thing you say, and I really don't care, because at the end of the day, I know what I meant, and I know how I've been treated, and I know about the different parts of the black community. There's never going to be, colorism is something that's taught, you know what I mean? It's something that either you intentionally taught it or unintentional. It's something that comes up in the black community because, you know, as black people, we are, you know, we get so not tied up, but we're very interested in the diversity of things. You know, we're more accepting of diverse skin tones and things of that nature. But the behaviors that were taught that were negative are the behaviors that say, like, you know, this light-skinned black girl is better than you because she's lighter than you. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna have an easier life than you, and that may not necessarily be true. And then you have some black girls that are light-skinned that don't even like it seems like they don't even identify with being light-skinned. Like I'm in so many different sectors on YouTube. I hear so many different conversations. I hear people say, oh girl, you didn't even use your light skin privilege for this or that. So it's something that's definitely still occurring. It's more easy for me to just laugh it off when I know things are just being said jokingly, and it's a very fine line. But if you don't know and you're young, you know what I'm saying, younger than me or whatever, you haven't really been around the block, then you might not be aware or that something is even going on You know what I mean? And then it dumbs it down so much just to be like, well, everyone is black and everyone, you know, everyone just should be this way or that way. Everybody ain't like that. And this is something that, like I said, has been taught for a long time. I've even experienced darker skinned black women telling their darker skinned black child that they basically ain't shit. I've experienced that. I've been around those conversations. There's so many different facets to it. I just want people to know that these are conversations we still need to have. It's not just going to go away. It just comes down to acknowledging how people feel and how people's experiences. Like, it comes down to, like, even today I was watching a video, and I'm not going to name the YouTuber because I don't like that messy shit. I can get messy, but right now I'm not being messy. Like, there's a YouTuber that I was watching today. She feels like people always think that she's had it easy because of her lighter skin. And basically she's saying it hasn't always been easy for her, and she started to, you know, try to allude to the fact that she's had some people tell her no and, you know, things like that. And I don't think she did the best job explaining herself, which can happen on YouTube, especially when your emotions get involved, and, you know, especially when your back is against the wall. It can happen to anybody, but I don't think she explained herself the best. However, I understood what she was trying to say. I still think that people need to acknowledge the past, the present, and make steps toward a healthier future. That would be like me saying that I've never experienced being treated better than a darker skinned woman. That would be like me saying I've never known anyone in my family to be treated a certain type of way because they're a darker skinned woman. That, you know what I mean? I know that darker skinned women are just as beautiful as any other color of anybody in this world, but that doesn't take away from that person's personal struggles. And I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like they haven't experienced something, or there haven't been things done to try to hinder, or, you know, darker skinned women are not preferred. Everybody knows that. Like, I don't like when people try to act like things are figments of people's imagination. It's very obvious. Yes, darker skinned women are preferred in some aspects. Maybe some people have a fetish. Maybe some people really enjoy a darker skinned woman just because they enjoy it. Maybe some people feel like darker skinned women are queen and they are better than any other woman. All those things exist. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be the one to sit here and be like, well, you know, that's not my reality. So, like, no. Even though I can't really sit here all day and talk about everybody's individual reality, but if I run across something, I have to be open to that conversation if I'm going to be considered, you know, reasonable. And, you know, you never know what may happen to you, and you may just need somebody to understand your situation. So, you know, that's my whole thing about it. And I did go ahead and finish listening to the person's video, and I had to let my personal feelings go because obviously this person has been conditioned into, the person is drop dead gorgeous, no doubt about it, but you can tell that the nose that this person probably got is just, I mean, everybody's going to be told no at some point in their life. Like, it didn't really hold any weight to me, but I can still enjoy the person. And I think the person will learn along their journey in life. And, you know, I don't have any disdain for racially ambiguous women. I don't have any disdain for white women or any other race of women. I just want people to be aware of their actions, and I really do. I just, you know, it's okay to admit that you've had an easier way to go, or not easier way to go, because that's not fair to say, but things go in your favor most of the time just based off of looks. I can say that. I've had a lot of things go great for me when I'm dressed well, when I have on a full face of makeup, and when I, you know, just put my best foot forward. I've also experienced pretty much people not even looking at me twice when I'm not dressed well. You know, I purposely dressed well because it feels good to dress well and look my best. But also, I think I've been conditioned to know that, you know, your outwardly appearance plays a huge part in certain things. I've purposely dressed well and put makeup on to do certain things because I knew, like, if I looked like this, you're not telling me no. It's a level of confidence that comes with being well put together. And that's just that. And it would be bullshit of me not to say that or to act like that's not a thing. And then there's also another YouTuber that I watch, and this YouTuber and I'll call her out because what she did, she didn't have to do. She did. And this is to Aaliyah's face. I will always respect that woman for the video that I saw. The first video of hers that I did see that made me like her a lot and continue to support her was a video that she did on basically being biracial. No, she did Aaliyah's face is the first person that I've ever heard say the word colorism. Or she was the only person she was the person that taught me about colorism, because I didn't know there was a word for it. I always knew that, like, you know, guys like red bones or yellow bones or light skins or women with good hair, like the good hair thing. I don't, you know, it's not good hair, you know what I'm saying, to me, or bad hair to me, but that's what people used to, you know, call it, was good hair. She was the one that educated me about that. A biracial, racially ambiguous woman. No, that said a lot to me for her to, and you can, I could tell, I feel like she genuinely believes that. Like, she's one of those women that she doesn't appear to see herself as superior in any way. Because she's biracial, or because she fits the mold of, you know, what a lot of black guys, or, you know, just like, she comes off humble, she comes off secure with herself, I like the girl. And she's also seems like one of the ones that legit doesn't even, like, if I didn't see her face, I wouldn't know she was a light-skinned woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not to say that all light-skinned women act a certain way or anything like that. I'm just saying that I know it's easier a lot of times for a brown-skinned or darker-skinned woman to just speak about things like this from that point of view, to where, we've experienced some type of colorism. Now, I do know that I've seen darker skinned women, or, the dark skin community, or I say chocolate. I don't know. I love chocolate. I say chocolate. But people that are not light skinned in the black community, I've definitely seen instances where they can be nasty to light skinned people, because, you know what I'm saying, I've seen that before, but I've not. Again, just like Aaliyah's face said, I'll agree with her. It's not in droves the way it can be or has been the other way around. But it does exist, and I have seen it. So I'm not going to take that experience from anyone. It's just one of those things, you don't have to say for real, that you just know has happened. And so, when people act all coy and all like, well, I just never see, that's never been on my radar. It's kind of weird to me. And it's probably, it's a defense mechanism, because I just know people are not that dense. So I know I said a lot, and I know it's probably all running together, but I hope it made sense. I had to get out of that rain for a little bit, so I figured why not talk to y'all. But I keep seeing the conversation, and I do want us to continue to have the conversation, because again, you can't learn if you're not addressing the hard stuff. You know, you can't learn if you don't, you know, basically get your ass embarrassed sometimes and learn a lesson. That goes on any side of the coin. Hell, again, I'm not going to cancel somebody just because. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to say. Also, there's this thing, right, where I don't even know what to call it, and this probably is going to piss some people off, but there is a thing where I've seen lighter skinned women, and I've also seen brown skinned women do this, where, hold on y'all, oh, what the, come on. Anyways, there's a thing where I've seen, okay, it's one thing to be a light skinned woman, right? And then there's another thing to play up the whole, the extra baby hairs, there's a certain look that you can play up, you know what I'm saying? It's marketable for sure, and people do that, and I see nothing wrong with it. It's just like, but girl, like, don't play, because you actually play up the stereotypical. Just like, okay, so just like Starbucks girls, like how there was this whole thing with white girls at one point in time where they would have on the sweats and the messy hair and the Starbucks cup and I forget what they called those type of girls, but you know what I'm saying? Girls would play that up. That was a thing. That was a label. That was a look. There are light-skinned girls who play up the racially ambiguous look. There are brown-skinned girls who play up the I'm pretty as for a brown-skinned girl look.
I'm one of them.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the category that I would dive in. Dark-skinned girls can play up the pretty-ass chocolate girl look. Like, we all pretty, but it's a certain, like, I don't even know what the hell you call this. Oh, I think I was supposed to take break. There's certain, you know what I'm saying, little categories that people play up, basically. And so when people act all silly and coy, it's like, girl, I peep you, shorty. I'm a girly girl, okay? I'm the pretty brown-skinned girl, and you're playing up a look right now, but we just gonna, you know, I mean, you look good, but like, don't play stupid, basically. So just like, you know what I'm saying, some girls, some Persian girls, they play up the whole Kim K look. Like, it's all different types of shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I gotta get my GPS on. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video, because I think I'm about to be in South Carolina, and that was not intentional. Bye-bye. No! Let me get the off. Get out of my blind spot.